more USPSA financial information has come out, and the board has backtracked just a little bit on the fee increase I told you about just a few days ago. So first, let's talk about the new financial information we have. The board itself, the 8-member board, has travel expenses that are broken out annually, now put up by Practical Shooting Insights. And if you're curious, the board, just for traveling around, spent $50,000 in 2022, which, I mean, to move 8 people around, that's a fair bit of travel in my book. But what was interesting to a lot of people about this number is that the travel expenses are broken out historically, and I think they went up during COVID. So from 2019 to 2020 to 2021, the board's travel expenses continued to increase, even though, like, I guess they weren't traveling. I'm not really sure. A lot of people thought that was interesting. More interesting to me, the information on salaries for the organization were put out, and in 2022, I believe the organization spent $950,000 on salaries, which, again, for what their obligations are, that's a fair bit for salaries. It's kind of a lot given what they have to do. But the interesting thing is their budgeted salaries now for this year are actually up about 10%. So they went from $950,000 to $1,040,000 is in the budget for this year. Of course, this information's not meant to be public. It was leaked out of the organization by someone and put up by Derek over at Practical Shooting Insights, which I appreciate. It helps people understand where the money's going, because it's gotten to the point where the board is, very dramatically raised the membership dues. Now, regarding the membership dues, the dues were increased, again, pretty dramatically, and done overnight. Now, the board actually got enough pushback on this that they decided to change course and have now delayed the increase till sometime in October, I think. And they even say they're going to refund people that already paid. I think the backlash they got on that was a lot. Now, does the board respond to backlash? Typically, no. Sometimes, yes. It tends to be in situations where they're getting hammered. They're just getting the hell beat out of them online. They really don't like that. And it's when they don't really have a good recourse. So the last time that I can remember them really changing course was when Pat Brown was suspended from the organization, along with a few other people. But he got suspended from USPSA, and really they couldn't even manufacture some nonsense to justify suspending him. I mean, they pretty much immediately had to let him back in. So do they respond to backlash? Sometimes, but it has to be a lot of backlash, and it has to be when they really don't have a leg to stand on. Sometimes you can get them to change course. Anyway, I'll keep watching. The USPSA situation is getting interesting. I think in the next 12, 18 months, we're headed to an inflection point with the organization where some tough choices are going to have to get made about how things are going to move forward. Anyway, we'll see about that. And like I said, I'll be watching.